Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. This is BT Plays here, and today we're on the Crew 2 to test out the Ferrari 365 GTB4, I'm not even going to pronounce that last word, touring car vehicle on the Crew 2. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, as it does help out the channel, and let's get into it. But yeah, we are testing out the I'm just going to call it the 365 GTB4, or just the GTB4. Yeah, we're just going to call it the GTB4 because I am not saying competizione. I'm not saying it. But let's get into the customization first of this vehicle. Actually, let's get into the price of this vehicle before we get into the customization. So the price of this vehicle is 584,100 crew bucks, or 78,300 crew credits. Now let's get into the customization of this vehicle. So it isn't too badly priced, a bit expensive in terms of touring car vehicles, but maybe it's good, but we'll see later. You can change the colour of this vehicle. Now I do want to change the colour of this vehicle. Ferraris are red or yellow. We all know that. We're just going to keep it as it is. Gonna see if there's any liveries, because these liveries aren't nice. um, they're decent, but they're not great. I think I'll just go with this one. And I don't know why the Italian flag there looks like the Irish flag. Really puts me off. Nothing against Irish people, but it just puts me off. Let's get into the visual parts. There is none, of course. It is a touring car vehicle, so what do you expect? Just change the calipers to red, and you can change the vanity items if you wish to as well. But let's get into the performance of the vehicle, seeing as there was no customization whatsoever. Again, I'm not surprised because it is a touring car vehicle, so I can't really complain. Let's get off some of these parts. I obviously have used this vehicle before, but I can't actually remember using it. I've driven it for 9 miles. But the base performance level of this vehicle is a 214. It has a top speed of around 192 miles per hour and has 430 horsepower. So let's put on some 320 parts, some max parts, and see how well this vehicle is looking on paper. Let's have a look at the stats and see if they are good or not. So, gonna show me? There we go. So, it has a top speed of around 247 miles per hour with 677 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.33 seconds, a quarter mile in 9.2 seconds, and brake distance 60 to 0 is 20.93 yards. So, it's got fairly decent stats. I mean, it's just average. All these stats with max parts on all look the same. It's just whether it's good in game or not. So enough of me talking, let's actually see if this vehicle is good in game. So I'll see you at an event in a second. I am putting myself up to the test here because we have not actually completed this event on hard, I mean ace. So let's actually try and complete this event on ace and win, because I want my crew bucks. And we're going to do it in this lovely vehicle that I've already forgotten the name of. The GTB4? Was it? The GTB4? GBT4? I think it's GTB4. But let's see how well this vehicle can perform under pressure. And I'm not excited about this vehicle, I can't lie. I've just, I don't know, I've got no feelings toward this vehicle. And it is, we have been smoked, wow. We have just been smoked. So the acceleration is great, but let's see if we can actually catch up and put on a performance and see how well the rest of this vehicle performs in terms of brakes and control. To be fair, let's not rule it out yet until we come dead last, and we still are dead last, but let's not rule it out yet. I mean, it's not fast. It's definitely not fast. With a top speed of around 247 miles per hour, you expect something faster than this vehicle, but look at it. It is very old. Very old. I don't even know when it was made. It must have been made in like the 60s, right? It definitely has like a 60, 70 vibe. But we are catching up. Can this old boy actually pull in front here? I think we can, you know. Turning wise, it doesn't feel too heavy either. But we just can't compete against these modern supercars. Look, we just can't compete. But it's alright because our brakes are just insane. But it's alright. We're still up ahead. Dana White's up top, but we will catch up with Dana White. Don't worry. We will catch up with Dana White, who should not even be racing, to be fair. I mean, it is struggling. It's definitely not a usable vehicle. I would never use this in my free time, ever. But it's still fighting. It's still fighting to actually come first. So you gotta respect the grind, and you gotta respect the hustle. And we are first now, but can we actually finish first? If we finish first, then this is a miracle, and I will not give this vehicle a 10 out of 10, but it's a miracle. I mean, we are 1.5 seconds ahead. The brakes aren't great either. It's just not fast, and the brakes aren't great. Turning wise, it's decent. If it was just a little bit faster, then it would be good. But that's probably why the brakes are so good, because we're going like 2 miles per hour, so we don't have to brake to turn. We're literally at the perfect speed just to turn. But we are coming up to the end of the event, and it looks like we are first. But are we going to finish first? I think so. We have done it. We have actually completed this event on Ace in probably one of the worst touring car vehicles I have ever used. I'm sorry, who is paying 500,000 crew bucks for this vehicle? I don't know. I don't actually know who's paying that much money. You obviously are buying it for either a summit or to collect every vehicle in the game. Because I'm pretty sure I bought this vehicle for a summit, used it once, and then obviously never used it again. But I mean, we did manage to win. So let's actually get to the final verdict of this vehicle. So the price, like I said, around 500,000. The crew bucks, definitely would not pay that. I'm sorry if you like this vehicle, but 500,000 crew bucks for this vehicle, no, not for me. Definitely would not pay that. There is definitely other vehicles out there I could get for the same price in the touring car category, so wouldn't pay that much money for this vehicle. Customization, there was no customization obviously because it is a touring car vehicle. Liveries were alright, and you can change the colour and the vanity items, but that's about it, so I can't really say anything about the customization. And the performance, it wasn't, I mean, we managed to pull back, but overall it wasn't a great performance. It wasn't that fast. The only good thing about this vehicle is, but there's nothing good about this vehicle. I can't find anything good. So overall, I personally am gonna give this vehicle a 5.8 out of 10. It's just it's not usable for me. Would definitely not use it again. But if you have used this vehicle, don't forget to tell me what you think of it down below in the comment section, and if you'd give it higher than a 5.8. But yeah, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.